Hey guys, welcome to the review, and today I want to talk to you about the leadership abilities that some of these characters have. And I'm noticing a few of them are great and some of them are really just and I wanted to share with you, if you're not aware of them, that way at least you can know what they are all about. We only have 13, so it's not a lot, so I'm just going to go over all 13 of them and you guys make your decision on which one is the best. You can leave a comment in the below. Hope you like this video, so please hit that like and subscribe to my channel for more information. So let's get started. So first we're going to start with Simba. Simba is one of the new characters that came just recently before the Toy Story 1, and we find that his leadership is the Strength of Pride. Now for me, the Strength of Pride is not really the best one. It does have an effect of the teammates receive 20% bonus maximum health while defending the Club Wars. I'm not familiar with the Club Wars. I'm not sure what it is. So if someone has any information, please leave a comment below. But I believe it's the Club Conquest or the Club Dungeon. One or the two, just because of the namesake. I think that's the reason. Now, you can only unlock them on tier 4, so you're going to have to grind materials so you can get them to tier 4 so you can get this leadership. And it's pretty much for all characters. They're much the same way. So keep that in mind as well. So the next one I'm going to go over is Hopper. And Hopper is a villain-based character. It's with the wild, so it's another wild character like Simba. But his leadership is a little bit different. His only works on only wild characters. So if they are designated a wild character, on the top right, underneath the powers, you can see they are wilds. Or if you look on right here underneath the levels, you'll see defense, wilds, and bugs life. But this leadership gives the ability of a 10% gain to those tendencies. And if you're not familiar with tendencies, if you come here to the power, it gives you a brief definition, and it's a % chance to resist harmful effects. So this is not a bad idea to have, because some people or some characters have the ability to silence you. So you may want to have an increase of it, and since 5% seems to be the standard percentage for all characters, having 10% is not a bad idea. So next, going on. So the next character I want to go over is Dr. Facilier. He has a unique ability as well, and his leadership is called Evil Deeds, and it only works for downtown villains, and it gives him a 8% potency. And if you're not sure what that is, so here's his effects and potencies. If you hold on to it, it actually gives a % chance of successfully applying harmful effects. So it may work for certain characters that have the ability to apply silence, or maybe to stun them or things like that. So you want to give this character or a leadership ability with those characters. You got to partner up to give them that extra boost if they have that already set up. The next person I want to go with is Hops. Judy Hopps is hero based. I love the movie, by the way, and her leadership is tickable offense, and it gives the downtown heroes only, the teammates gain an 8% dodge, which is great. If you ever fight against her as an enemy in those battles, she's very difficult to hit, so definitely a good thing to have. The dodge is not listed here in the actual things. I believe it's evasion for that. Yeah, it's not listed here. So an 8% dodge, even though it doesn't say that, that would be something to have stated here as for the developers. If you're watching, something to state here what type of dodge percentage they have. There is a particular one. I don't know which one it would be, so just probably be a little bit more clear on that if you're going to give that option for that. Anyways, moving forward. Next character I want to go over is one of the most powerful ones so far to start the game, Ariel. And hers is definitely something you want to have on every team. Definitely want to have her as a starting leadership. If you're starting off, make sure you get to tier 4 for her, and that way you can get her leadership unlocked, which is Strong Tides, and it gains an 8% bonus to maximum health. That, trust me, that 8% goes a long way. So you definitely want to unlock this as soon as possible when you are playing for the first time. So the next character we want to go into is Woody's leadership, and Woody's leadership is very simple. It's basically teammates gain 2% of tendencies. So if he's on a random team and you have him, you could put that, and his tendencies could be increased for every character. So since most characters start with 5 or 0, they'll have either 2 to 7% to use to cause harm to those characters. However, if you are with a Toy Story group, and this is where you want to get all the Toy Story characters, you can give them an increase of 14%, which is a great increase of effect for each character, because they do have some abilities with stuns and silences, and this is something you want to strive for, is to unlock this leadership and get all the characters as well, so that you can apply this to them and make a group when you're battling with just Toy Story itself. Also, leading into this, that also applies to Bo Peep. Bo Peep has a similar attribute as well. Teammates gain an 8% bonus on offense, so that's any random character that she is tied in with. But if you have Toy Story teammates instead, it'll give them a 20% increase. So you could choose which one you would like to have, whether you want to have raw power or do you want to have the tendencies. So she has 5% tendencies to be a resistant. So this is going to be a resistant to that. Not giving it, I'm sorry, apologies. It's more a resistance to the effects. So either or, one's either offensive or defensive ability. So think about which one you would like to have in this case. But for her leadership, it is only for a offensive ability. Next character we're going to talk about is Syndrome. And Syndrome is a powerful villain. Personally, it was the one character I made sure to unlock as quickly as possible and get to tier 4, because I wanted to have, when I have to do the villain campaigns, I need a leader in that one. And he was probably the easiest one, I should say, to unlock, to start off the game until I get the next character, which I'm going to go over in a minute. And he will be my next leadership to apply. So next one, so let's talk about him. His is called the Critical or Cronies. And this applies only to villains, and they receive a bonus of 4% chance to deal critical strike. So critical strike is super important. It definitely gives an increased bump to the characters you're fighting about, and they could be a lot more killed quickly with this extra leadership. And we're already at 5% with him, so having that additional bonus of 4% is going to definitely come in handy when you're in a tough bind and you're already down to your last 2 characters, and you need to get that person that you're fighting against down as quickly as possible. So this is a great leadership. And again, I only choose the villain team, and he is my leadership for my team. Next one up is Shen Yue. Shen Yue is a character that I am currently working on. As you can see, I got 35 out of 50. Very easy to unlock. I found out a little late after I got Syndrome that he is easy to unlock, but I was working on a different character, so I didn't realize this leadership was a great leadership to have. And he gives Kingdom people, the teammates, to gain an 8% speed. And for me, speed is definitely necessary when you're playing a game with a turn base. He increases this rate. So I have 100. It'll be at a 8. I believe it was 8%. Yeah, 8%. So it gives an 8% increase of this. So basically, my characters or my teammates will have an increased chance of getting to the next round or next turn more effectively and quickly, and I'll be able to hit a lot more to the character. So that's one of my reasons why he's my next villain leadership to be applied in the story. And not only that, once you have him leveled up, he is a great attacker, and a lot of abilities that were really harmful as an aerial effect or as a row or stuff like that. So he's a good character to unlock if you have a chance. Next one up is Pocahontas, and Pocahontas is someone I definitely like the movie. I'm still trying to figure out how to find it, so hopefully we got it here. Yeah, I have to get up to this campaign to unlock her because I'm not going to buy her. But she has a really great leadership. If you can unlock her, get her, because she applies to almost every single character, and it enhances their particular attributes of whatever character. So whatever teammate you have assigned with her, this is a good character leadership to be applied with them, because they're going to get an 8% either offense, 8% defense, 2% in recovery and potencies for any one of the supports, defense, or offensive classes. So as you can see here, the role for Pocahontas is to support. There are other people with offense and defense, and as I said, this one is a great way to the match in a right foot because you have that extra edge for every character. Next one up is Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible is the newest one that just released a couple days ago, and I'm still working on getting him unlocked. But his leadership, after looking at it, is very much like the Toy Story ones. It's really great to have. He definitely has a great ability to give 2% tendencies, and when he gets Incredibles, he gives all the Incredible characters a 14%. And obviously this is the T-Road's teammates, so this could be Violet, Jack, Dash, Elastigirl, I think Frozone, he's also another one. So it's a great attribute, and another reason why he is also equally better than most of those other characters is that he can level up his leadership. You can level up his leadership, and he again gives his heroes, Incredible teammates, a gain of harmful effects, and also a 50% chance to restore their health. So not only that, it increases his characters overall during the whole match, but also has the tendency to resist harmful effects, and also to give them a healing attribute. So that's a great leadership to have. Obviously, it's going to put a lot of work because you got to get them to tier 4 to get the initial unlock of leadership, and then to level up to level 2, you need him to be at gear 6. So it definitely requires a lot of work. It's not the easiest one to get to because runes are a little bit scarce to get, but it is well worth it if you can. And lastly, we come to Genie, and Genie is a definite win in my book. If you can get him unlocked, his leadership is amazing. It definitely gives another value to the team and increases a lot of his thing, not only as a base character, but he does have a lot to do with his leadership. And his leadership, it receives harmful on receiving harmful effects, it summons a duplicate Genie at a random location spot, and the duplicate has a 20% of Genie's current health, can only perform cosmic power. So he only has one attack, but then an extra character you get to use to fight with your team. And not only that, just like Mr. Incredible, he has a level 2 skill. You got to get him a tier 6, but it gives a 10% Genie duplication on health. So basically whatever his current stat is, increase it by 10%. And for Genie, his cosmic power, if you can level up his ability for cosmic power, you could get an increase in damage a long way for your duplicate. So definitely another character you want to unlock as quickly as possible, but at the same time get his tier up and unlock his leadership. So that's all I have for today. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in and for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button below, and I'll see you guys on another video. Thanks, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.